Welcome to the Point Second Podcast. My name is James Keeley. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer. How you doing, Sammy?
I feel good to be back in the saddle.
Absolutely. Season 2, Episode 8. This is going to be available Tuesday, September 24th, 2024. We release them around 5 a.m.
I don't. I'm not that up early.
But you may be up that late, depending on what day of the week it is. And the Tuesday for you is not out of the question.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about, Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
As we know, we take over as props and underdogs here. Not going great. But we're going to turn this ship around. Same thing happened last year, and we ended up with a very successful winning record.
Yes.
Sammy, what's on the show?
All right, we got Hollywood Panics, drinking to cure the pain of gambling losses, and this ain't yo daddy's Sharia law.
It sure ain't. All right, Sammy, episode 7 was fantastic.
Yep.
We got more. We got more Diddy news. We got more news from the Middle East. Sounds like a great place to come visit.
The Diddy news just keeps on giving.
It keeps on giving. And, you know, there's a lot to unwrap there. We'll talk about that in the news segment. But, boy, people are, they don't seem that surprised or... people are outraged over everything. And they're not that outraged over this.
No, that's how bad Hollywood is. It's because when more news comes out of Hollywood, you're like, yeah.
Well, they're all like, oh, we weren't supposed to talk about that.
Yeah, oh, oops. You got
they're all in on it. They all went to those parties, and they all saw a lot of things. Guest picker Eric Schaefer.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
It was good to have the twinsy on.
It really showed what happened to you, what path you took.
You got twin smashed, by the way.
Twin smashed?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
When you don't want to be twin smashed.
Oh. I got twin smashed?
You did not. Don't worry about it. That's just this girl that we knew you say she wanted to be twin smashed.
Oh.
Look at your face.
Did that happen?
No, it didn't.
I mean, you have limits. We're going to talk about that later, too.
No, me and Eric have never done that.
Twin smashed. Warf. Is nothing sacred? How do you say that in Latin? How do you say it's nothing sacred in Latin? There's no way you're getting that.
No.
All right, Sammy.
Yeah.
You texted me today. You said, I got an idea for a new segment.
Yeah.
It's called What's Wrong with Sammy? And I'm like, a lot of things. But let's see what you got.
Without context, my mom's already calling in.
Yeah. I can't wait for your mom to get involved in this show. So he wants us, the PTP audience, and me, to set him up on a blind date, and then we interview his date, and she gives reasons why she thinks Sammy is still single. I love this idea.
You know what? I at first thought of it as a joke, and then I'm like, you know what? I should not be single at my age. So there's got to be something wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with you. You just have no interest in settling down or compromising whatsoever.
Oh, I'm not compromising. I had settled down, but I'm not compromising.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. Good luck meeting a woman that you're not willing to compromise with. I don't even want to meet that woman. That's just going to take everything you dish out at her.
Yep.
You're not going to find a gem, my friend. You're going to find a whack-a-do. All right. Please let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. Respond on YouTube, X, Instagram, DM me on Facebook, text or call us. Let's find him a date. Seriously, let's do it.
Set me up. Let's figure it out.
We'll pay for it. You at least get a free dinner. He's a lot more of a gentleman than a lot of people out there. Maybe you find love. Sammy, who knows? Maybe you find love, someone to do drugs with, someone who does not mind you not compromising on anything. This could be a thing.
This could be very interesting.
I can't wait for you to find true love with a severe drug addict. That sounds great. That sounds great. All right, everybody. You asked for it. Time for more. Ask the PTP. Ask the PTP. All right, Sammy. It's time for Ask the PTP.
All right.
We have a question from, I believe it's Jay Crispo. Another one. So can you read our first question?
Random food opinion. Best dip, salsa, appetizer, etc. to enjoy watching football.
Okay, this is nice and easy, and this is on point. We had a lot of questions. Stu is asking about, the size of your situation because you're so comfortable being nude, which is fair.
It's okay. Good question.
I think if everyone had the hog that they thought they could have, there'd be a lot more nudity around.
That's true.
But most people are like, I'm a grower, not a shower, or I got nothing regardless. They don't want to show.
I don't have the hog that I wish I had.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
I've just accepted it.
Is that another question? Do you have the hog you wish you had? I think there's a sweet spot for it because you don't want it to be like obtrusive.
No, where you can't wear khakis because everyone's looking at it.
You can't wear khakis, and then like some women are like that. Get that away from me. Like that's
you can't be serious, right?
Yeah.
Like, no way.
Yeah, like you want the ice cream sundae, but you don't need the whole sundae bar. Like sometimes too much of a good thing is a bad thing.
Yeah.
So, anyways, back to this wholesome question.
Back to food.
What's your go-to?
For me, game day snacks is easy and crap.
Okay.
I won't eat these anywhere else except for when I'm watching football. Is cheese puffs. Like the Cheeto Puffs, not the normal Cheetos, like the Cheeto Puffs. I hate those, but when I'm watching the game, I can eat those by the handful.
You hate them though?
Yeah, because they're just air.
Oh, I think they're
and
very
they get
good.
stuck in your teeth and everything.
They do get stuck in your teeth.
They get everywhere on you. But if I'm sitting there watching the game, that's like my favorite.
Yeah, yeah. He asked about salsa, chips and salsa. Good all day.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Tostitos actually makes a pretty good salsa.
Really?
Yeah. Get it. But here's the secret. You got to put it in the freezer first. It has to be like super cold.
Really?
And I also do another little thing. I heat up the chips. I throw them in the
I like that.
350.
Wait.
3 minutes. Hot chips. Cold salsa. Game changer.
I've never thought about cold salsa.
Cold
Usually
salsa.
it's just
hot
room
chips.
temperature. I just popped it open.
You got to do the little things.
Right,
It's the little things that kill. I'd like a good queso dip. What's your thoughts on like an onion dip for a game?
Onion dip. I get sick of onion dip real fast.
I like the first like 5 bites,
Not
and
even
then I'm
5,
like,
like 3.
this is a lot
like,
of
take
there's
it
a
away
lot
from
of
me.
sour cream with just a little bit of onion on it.
Do you eat like with queso dip with meat in it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's like the way to go.
yeah. I mean, if not, I'll just do like a regular. I'm not putting a ton of effort. If I do, now I do a steak nacho that is fantastic. We should put that on the show.
We could do that as a game day food.
Yeah, it's carne asada. It's queso, it's cheese, it's chips, it's easy, but it's fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic. Chicken wings. Maybe that's...
You know what? You can't beat them, but I'm not making them. Got to order them. Like, I don't like the frozen ones.
Yeah.
So I'm getting them delivered.
I'm ordering them.
Yeah, I'm not going to put them in the microwave or anything.
Blue cheese or ranch guy?
Ranch.
Yeah, probably ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Some places have very good ranch.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A can never go wrong. Sliders, fried chicken sliders. There's a lot of good answers to this. I think... Probably chicken wings.
I think that's the way to go.
or
There's really no wrong answers, but yeah, chicken wings is the way to go.
Yeah, but these are a lot of good things, and maybe we'll have a little cooking segment on the PTP next time.
There we go.
Thank you, Jay Crispo.
Mm-hmm.
We will get you a parlay ticket for all your help. Well, I think he still qualifies, even though he got one that lost miserably. And we have a second question here.
Okay. Dear Sammy, you've alluded that you've done almost everything in the world of eroticism, but have you done this?
Okay, now we're going to show a picture here.
Wait, who asked this question? I have to know.
Oh, this was James Keeley.
Oh, okay, put me on the spot, James.
I showed you this yesterday.
Yes.
Now, let's give the audience a second before you say yes or no. This is called the vulgar chair. I'm not sure if we should have done this bit. That's the vulgar chair. Now, give it a beat. I'm going with... No, I don't think you did the vulgar chair.
I have not. I can't believe anybody enjoys this position.
It looks a little fruity to me.
There's nothing about this that anybody enjoys. And first off, you put me in that position, I'm farting. There's no way I'm holding gas
It's
in.
always that with you.
Well, look at that. It's just asking for the fart to come out.
Well, it's not though. It's not. I guess maybe it is. I don't.
Absolutely.
Why do you always bring that up? Why is your bowel movement and all that stuff?
But I just got to consider if I'm going to be in an intimate situation, I got to make sure the gas isn't going to escape.
Ugh.
I'm considering her. This is me being considerate for my partner.
God damn. I'm not. How are we going to drum up dates for you? Okay? You should have said, haven't done the vulgar chair, thinking about it, would love to meet someone that I can do drugs with and do the vulgar chair with on a Wednesday.
So here, I got a few friends that have, done some porn movies like professionally. And they said most of these positions are just for show. Even the girls don't like those positions. Like nobody actually enjoys those positions.
Oh my Lord. This is new. I didn't know this.
Yeah, I have a couple friends that have been in porn.
Couple, male and female?
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to be on the show? I don't want them in my home.
Well, then I guess they're not going to be
Are
on
we
the
going
show.
to do remote segments with them? Not from the set, especially when you're telling me there's going to be a lot of nauseous gas situations going on.
I'll leave this for the fans to look up, but I have tried the Italian chandelier.
Italian chandelier.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Okay.
I'll let the fans look that one up. Good luck Googling that.
Okay. Well, this has been a very eye-opening segment of Ask the PTP. Thank you, Jay Crisp. Jay Crisp or Jay Crispo?
Jay Crisp.
Jay Crisp. I was saying Jay Crispo. And thank you, James Keeley. What a fantastic question.
Great question. Does James get a parlay?
Yeah. But don't worry. He's not going to win. Not going well. Speaking of which, time for some college football. College football picks. I really thought we were just going to go right into the picks, but you have something else to talk about.
Yeah, well, as we started talking about the positions, and it reminded me of sex position bingo, which played at the nudist camp, of course. Everyone gets their bingo card, and then a couple in the middle got into the different sexual positions, and you had to find it on your board and call it out.
And it's not just the position; they're actually getting after it.
Well, and we didn't go that far because there are rules to that. But it was like there was some touching, but not like full on penetration.
Okay, what are the rules to that? No full on.
Just no full penetration. That's all. That's the rule. You can't have like full penetration.
What a world this is that you live in, and you're like, why can't I meet a nice girl at the library? Someone who knows the Dewey Decimal System. Why do you talk like that when you're looking for women?
That's when I'm trying to be innocent. I try to talk like Mickey Mouse.
All right. This is not going well for college football picks. So
okay. Let's get into it.
Let's get right into it. What was our first game, Sam?
Number 11, at USC at number 18, Michigan. We took the over at 46.5.
Yeah, Michigan was getting 5.5 at home. What was the final score?
Michigan 27-24.
We got it.
All right, first one hits.
Both would have won. We would have Michigan on the money line would have won. That would have been a nice payback. So 1-0 to start. It was 14-3 at half, and I was like, "Ugh, this is pretty brutal." They scored a TD in the fourth with 37 seconds left to cover. It was tight. Hopefully, the rest won't be that hard. What was the next one?
All right, number 12, Utah at number 14, Oklahoma State. Again, we took that over at 54.
We were all over the overs. What was the final on this one?
Utah 22-19. That was not 54.
This game was so slow and brutal, and they almost scored like really quick in the beginning. And then once the team gets flat like that, it's hard to pick it back up. That was brutal. At least they cut our throats pretty quick.
Yeah.
That was another home dog. Oklahoma State was at home getting 2. They lost by 3. It is insane how close these things are. It's unbelievable. 1-1. All right, what was the last one?
Number 6, Tennessee at number 15, Oklahoma. Again, the over at 57.
All right, and what was the final, Sam?
Tennessee 25-15.
Really bad.
Not even close.
Really bad. Mm-hmm. There was nothing good there. Nothing good. Couldn't figure it out. It was a rough college football week. It was rough all over the place. We're getting more data. We hope it helps at our next picks. And we went 1-2 for the week, 5-7 for the season in college football. We're trying, everybody. We're trying. All right, on to the NFL. NFL picks. Well, we went 1-2 in college football, so we got to do better at NFL. What do we have first?
You know the NFL gods are on our side.
Absolutely.
All right, Chargers at Steelers was our first game. We took the Chargers plus 1.5.
Yeah, they were doing pretty well. Mm-hmm. They were winning at halftime, up 10-7 at halftime. What was the final score, Sam?
Steelers 20-10.
They didn't score a point in the second half.
No, that's a rough one.
Yeah, that was brutal. 0-1 to start. Thank you for nothing, Chargers. What's the next one?
Eagles at Saints. We took the over at 49.
Yeah, I forgot to put the score down.
Mm-hmm.
It did not hit. I think it was 15-12 was the final score. 15-12, 27. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. 0-2. Let's the bleeding stop?
Keep it
or
going.
Keep bleeding. What's the last game?
Lions at Cardinals. We took the over at 51.5.
And what was the final?
Detroit 20-13.
This was 20-10 at half. I'm like, we are rolling.
We got this.
We're good. 3 points were scored in the second half.
Wow.
0-3. Awful. We'll talk more about that horrible record in a little bit. Another game I was thinking about taking was Bears plus 1.5. What was the final on that one?
Colts was 21-16.
Yeah. The box score, Caleb Williams threw 52 passes. He completed 33 for 363 yards, 2 TDs, and 2 picks. I didn't see a ton of the game. Did you?
I did. I watched the game.
Okay.
We had a good cookout at camp.
At camp.
Yeah, of course.
So a lot of
it was a frustrating game to watch. The Bears looked good, then they started losing it. Indianapolis kind of all over the place. Caleb, 52 passes for 363 yards is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, Roma Dunze had a pretty good game. The running game was not good.
No.
But was it a lot of like mop-up time at the end? I mean, it wasn't like it was a blowout.
No, it wasn't. But I mean, just a couple really late momentum shifts. Chicago gets that interception in the end zone, and then we throw an interception to give the ball back. It's just kind of a lot of that back and forth towards the end there.
Yeah. Roma Odunze had a touchdown, 112 yards. Cole Kmet had 97 yards and a touchdown. I guess they're week one, Caleb Williams had 92 yards passing, 363.
Yep.
So some other, and you got into a fight. Did you get into a Twitter fight?
Got a little bit of Twitter fight because everyone's talking about the Bears trading for Caleb Williams because Justin Fields is 3-0, and I'm sorry, I'm tired of hearing that. They went 20-10 against
Chargers.
2 weeks ago they beat Denver 20-10. You don't brag about Denver win against Denver. They suck. So I was just doing Twitter fights because everyone was trying to pick on Caleb Williams, and I think my one comment was, I bet you punch toddlers and brag to your friends about it.
Wow.
And that seemed to get a lot of good reaction to it.
That guy got straight to the burn ward.
Yeah, had to. Yeah.
Straight to the. I hope they put a lot of aloe vera on him.
Well, he shot back. He said, "I bet you eat Snicker bars upside down so you can taste the veins." And I was like, "That's pretty funny." Actually.
That's kind of funny.
It was kind of funny.
Can he come on the show? The Broncos are supposed to suck. So Jackie got back into a suicide pool because I gave her the first pick of week one, and I told her to take the Bengals over the Patriots, and they lost. And she was mocking me, and they're like, we opened it back up because so many people lost. I'm like, right, because it's been a screwball season.
Yeah.
Get in, and I'll win the whole thing for you. Take the Buccaneers. They lost 26-7. 0 for 2.
Sorry, Jackie.
But,
please keep making our merch, though.
If it makes you feel any better, I went 1-5 on the week and lost a lot more than the entry fee, I'm sure. We got to talk a little bit about the Dolphins. They lost 24-3. They look terrible. They have no plan, and it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. Even with Tua back, if and when he comes back, this is not a good team. Our coach, the one that looks like you, and you're my friend. I'm not going to punch you in the face. I wouldn't punch him in the face, but his face is very punchable right now because of how he's handling my team, my beloved team.
Yeah.
I'm not a violent person, coach, but get it together. Okay? I'm kind of violent.
You have it in you.
I have it. I'm Irish. It's sort of in the DNA. It looked terrible. Skylar Thompson looked terrible. Everybody's like, well, the defense looks okay. Well, the defense, they're playing Seattle. They're going to be on the field the whole time. I didn't see anything to be happy about. They're very depressing. There's supposed to be, a run. We're gonna waste Tyreek Hill. We just signed Waddle to a big extension. We just signed a lot of people. All these guys, they're just not showing up. So I'm very disappointed. Baltimore beat Dallas 28-25. They were up 28-7 at one point. And Baltimore did what Baltimore does, just let teams get back into the game. But they did find a way to pull it off.
That's good.
The Rams disappointed. Upset the 49ers 27-24. And they were down 10 with 6 to go. And
that was a pretty exciting fourth quarter.
It was.
Because the 49ers gave that away.
Niners blew it. The Giants got a win versus the Browns. The Giants got 8 sacks versus the Browns. Deshaun Watson. Oh, boy. He was not feeling good after that. He's going to need a lot of rub downs after that, with a lot of attention on the glutes and between the glutes. I guess that's his thing. Hey, whatever your thing is, just don't make women do it for $40. No, there's women who will do it gladly for a certain price.
Yes,
absolutely. But don't be like, hey, you missed that prostate massage that I wanted.
No tip for you.
No tip for you. You should do that horrific thing I want because I got recruited in college and they did that for me. So now I'm entitled and I have money and I can get away with anything. I'm so sick of this culture where people are like, the entitlement of children is hard. Yeah. But the entitlement of these rich people is something else.
Rich and famous, yeah.
Rich and famous. I have more money than you, so I can just assault you, do whatever I want.
I got 5 million followers.
Yeah.
I'm going to do whatever I want.
I'm more important than you, so I get to use your body in any way that I choose. Yeah. We'll get to more of that later. The Panthers blew up. They put 36 up on the Raiders. Andy Dalton replaced Bryce Young. He went 26 for 39 for 317 yards, 3 touchdowns and no picks. Boy, Bryce Young is a Bama boy, number 1 pick. They took him over C.J. Stroud, and they are regretting it. He might be out of town. Is he too small? I was wondering if Caleb Williams is too small. I don't know if these little guys can make it, but Bryce, I think he needs a change of scenery. I hope he finds a way to turn it around. 0-3. 0-3.
It's a rough one.
PTP's 9-19 on the season. So maybe I can't pay for that date that you're going to go on.
We'll go halvesies.
Yeah, go halvesies. Sammy's pick was the Patriots at the Jets. How did that go for you, Sammy?
Not well.
Yeah.
The Patriots. I would want to see them come back, but they got destroyed. I don't know what the final score was, but it was nowhere close to
24-6.
Something like that. Yeah, it was terrible.
And the dog of the week, we got old Guinness here. Here's Guinness. Nice. Yeah. He was relying on the Eagles. The Eagles +3, and they won. Eagles 15-12.
All right.
Fantastic. And Guinness wins. Guinness is the big winner.
Good. So. I think, that's 2 dogs of the week's have hit, right?
2 dogs of the week, yeah.
Rocco those dogs are killing it.
Rocco said Bill won his parlay ticket. He went 0 for 3 on that ticket.
Awesome.
He said, and he texted me and said, if you had bet the opposite teams, I would have won money. And I was like, thanks, Bill. Very helpful.
Real shot of confidence.
And then, and I just didn't have time to respond to it with something smart ass, and he was like, but you started off this way last year and then you get better. So I think he immediately felt guilty for heckling me. But I think he knew I may have lost a few dollars. So we got games tonight. What do we got?
All right, 2 games tonight. First up is Jacksonville at Buffalo. It's at 6:30. Jacksonville +5 and the total at 46.
And what are we taking?
Taking that over at 46.
All right, I'm looking at the game now. Mm-hmm. It is almost halftime. Buffalo is winning 27-3. Looking okay.
All right.
We got time. We got time to screw it all up.
We do.
And the other one, what are we taking in the next one?
Washington at Cincinnati's at 7:15. The Commanders are +7.5 with a total of 46.5.
And what are we taking?
Jamar Chase over 81.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, I like him to have a good night. He's a stud, and he usually shines when the lights are bright, baby.
Yeah.
So Jamar Chase, we gotta go to another night. We have to. We just have to.
We have to.
All right. All this losing is making me real thirsty, and not in a real good way.
Well, I'm more hungry than thirsty.
Yeah. Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, are we doing game day food?
I think we're gonna do food instead.
Damn it. So close. All right, it's making me hungry. Let's eat. Damn it. So close to having a good segment.
Is this game day food?
Sammy, it's time for everyone's favorite food game. Is this game day food?
Yes.
What do we have today, Sammy?
Well, today we went to Jimmy John's. After last week's debacle, I think we need to start a sandwich war.
We're doing a little al fresco.
Yeah.
Out in Northbrook, Illinois. It's nice out.
Yeah.
We're almost in sweatshirt weather.
It's so close to the end of the summer, I'm glad we're doing this outside.
I know. All right, this is the number 13, the Jimmy Cubano. Love the name.
That's like a great Vegas mobster name.
Jimmy Cubano.
Yeah, Jimmy Cubano's playing some dice.
I'm talking about Jimmy Cubano. Be careful. That's getting better.
It is. It's good. Real good.
All right.
I love a good Cuban sandwich.
I love a good Cuban sandwich too. Okay, but here's the thing. It needs to be pressed. So I'm not thrilled with this.
And usually they're, when you press then like a panini maker and anything.
It seems slathered with mayonnaise too. We get it the way it comes. We do not make any adjustments on game day food. We want to tell you exactly what it is. There seems to be a lot of bacon in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of bacon, good ham, pickles. It's just I kind of wish they would have kind of cooked it all. But I guess that's not a normal Jimmy John's thing. But
we'll see.
Let's give it a shot.
Cheers. Are you a mayonnaise guy, Sam?
Yeah. I love Miracle Whip, but I'm not against mayonnaise. Oh, what's wrong with Miracle Whip?
Where did that go?
I didn't mean it didn't end up on your sandwich.
All right.
I'll go for the second one.
See, is there mustard on here? There's mustard on here.
I didn't think so, but there is, yeah.
I see mustard. I see France. All right. Sammy, I already know what you gave this. Samuel Schaefer gave this a 7.3.
Close, 7.1.
Damn,
you were real close
right
on that
there.
one.
All right.
And honestly, I agreed. If it was like grilled or pressed, this probably would have gotten closer to an 8.
Yeah.
And I think you liked it, not quite as much. I think you gave it a 6.8.
6.5.
Ooh, okay. Yeah,
it's right there.
Just made it.
I would eat this. See, I like a little sandwich tray at like a game day.
Like a platter. Yeah.
I like a little platter. I like, a little fork in it. And if somebody's panini pressing at a game, I'm staying for that game. I appreciate the effort.
That's a good host right there.
A good host is got them like all ready, and then they're like, "Who wants a fresh panini?" And I'm like, you just created somebody who's going to stay too long, my friend.
Just give me whatever. If you're making paninis, I'll take whatever. I'm not even going to be picky.
Yeah. So we're going to get into a little bit of a sandwich mode, I think, here.
Yeah.
All right, what's next, baby? We got to find some of the Jersey Mikes. Did we do Jersey Mikes last year?
Is Quiznos still a thing?
Quiznos is I don't know if I'd even.
I haven't heard Quiznos commercial or nothing in a long time.
I don't know if I'd have a Quiznos.
New Jersey Mike's would be a good one. I'll see if I can find a Quiznos.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat more of this. The pickles are good. I do like, man.
It's not quite a Cuban. It's close. It's good, but it's not the best Cuban I've ever had.
This is pretty flimsy bacon.
Yeah.
Pretty flimsy bacon. The flavor is there, though.
Yeah.
This is good. All right. Jimmy John's, good. We could use some improvements.
Yeah, definitely better than Subway.
Definitely better than Subway.
Never letting that one go.
Subway. Did you see they were doing a commercial during the NFL yesterday? It was like, 80 sub, 20% off. I'm like, how about 100% off?
Yeah.
Don't want it.
20% off, still over $10.
20% off is of something nobody wants. You got to get it together, Subway.
Yeah.
You're being scolded on a podcast that not a lot of people are watching.
Yeah.
But we're growing our numbers. We could destroy you. I remember their slogan when I was growing up used to be like 5,000 stores by what? Like 1992 or something?
Like that. They were growing so fast. They were like, the Starbucks of the sandwich world.
They were great when I was a kid. I loved a big old submarine sandwich.
They were go-to whenever I was hungry.
I know. And now they're like, hey, let's not improve the subs.
Let's alienate all of our long-standing fans.
Yeah. Let's just wrap up some, like, one slice of meat and put $6 on it.
Yeah.
That thing should have been $1.
It's like, I got a great idea, guys. All bread. Nothing but bread.
I know people are like adverse to carbs and gluten these days, but I got an idea. Let's turn this upside down. All bread.
You know, and Jimmy John's actually pulled out the little bit of bread in the middle, which I like.
That I like too.
That was good. Less bread, more meat.
I want them. I do like a little. I do like a little covering.
Yeah.
So should we just stay out here all night and start drinking?
Yeah, that's a good call.
Monday Night Football? I don't know, man. This is pretty solid. Well, this has been a very exciting and 2 check marks for game day food.
Yep.
All right. On to the next thing, Sammy. See you,
Sammy,
Yeah.
what else is in the news?
All right. The Washington Post reports that as the Taliban start restricting men too, some regret not speaking up sooner.
What? The Taliban's going too far?
Shocker.
Oh, my Lord. How's it taste, boys? How's it taste?
Salty, I bet.
I have zero sympathy.
None.
Zero. I don't care. You know, it's like historically, you know, it's the old thing about like they came for these people and I didn't speak up, and then they came for me and there was no one else to speak up. They have allowed this to happen for a long time. They've been taken over by an extreme religion. And hey, sorry, it was all fun and games when you were letting it happen to your women.
Yeah.
And now it's happening to you, dipshits.
Not one person in the world's going to be like, oh.
Yeah. The Sharia law, it's pretty absolutely nuts, okay? If you have a problem with it, you show up to Sammy's apartment, and he'll call me, and then I'll come down and talk to you. Don't show up at my
And we'll
house.
put you in the vulgar chair.
We'll put you in the vulgar chair. Nice callback. They all want the vulgar chair, okay? That's why they can't look at other women. That's why they can't do any of this. They know inside, they're like, I'd love to be in that vulgar chair.
Absolutely.
With my pal. Oh, so vulgar cherry. I would show a picture of, maybe. You're not supposed to show a picture of the one they love so much.
Oh, yeah.
South Park did it. They almost got a fakwa put on them.
We might have our laptop explode.
We might.
It would be interesting.
Hey, I'm so sick of everybody being a fucking coward when it comes to these extreme people. Yeah. So forget it. I don't care who it is. I don't care if I'm Catholic. Extreme Catholics, they can do their thing too. Yeah. We have enough skeletons in our closet.
Oh God, Catholics definitely do. Everybody hates us.
The whole priest scandal was a little bit much for me.
Over the top. We lost some followers.
We lost a few. Yeah. The new laws instituted in August mandate that men wear a fist-long beard. It barred them from imitating non-Muslims in appearance or behavior, widely interpreted as prohibition against jeans, and a ban on haircuts that are against Islamic law, which essentially means no short or Western styles. I really want to go to Afghanistan wearing jeans and don in a Rachel haircut and
a full beard and jeans in Afghanistan. No wonder they're so angry.
They are. But I want to wear a Rachel. This is me as a Rachel. Jordan put that together for me.
Oh my God.
That looks a lot like Jennifer Aniston.
I like the way it shapes your face. It's very good for you.
Who knew if I had hair this way I'd be so handsome? No one told you life is ever going to be this way. So that's me and a Rachel. So men are ditching their beards, ditching their jeans, growing smelly beards, and carrying prayer rugs at all times. Sounds like a real vacation over in Afghanistan.
Oh my God.
I can't. We should have talked about this when Eric was here, because that's he just talked about stirring the the latrine.
Yeah. Eric got to see a lot of that over there.
Yeah. The new laws give the morality police, not your smug friends on Facebook, but the actual morality police, the authority to detain suspects for up to 3 days. In severe cases such as repeated failure to pray in the mosque, suspects are handed over to the courts for sentencing based on the interpretation of Sharia law, which usually carries fines or prison terms for not going to pray enough. What is all that praying getting them, by the way?
I don't know.
There's not a lot of things growing over there. There's not a lot of tolerance and acceptance and love and kindness and sex and rock and roll.
Definitely no sex and rock and roll going over there. Maybe with goats or something, but
maybe these extreme religions just aren't for us.
No, definitely not. If someone told me I had to do all of that stuff, I'd be in the first bus out of town.
Yeah, and if come to the United States of America, practice your religion, enjoy this world, this beautiful country that's been created. Don't bring that shit over here.
I don't even like when my boss tells me to be at work by 9.
Yeah,
no way.
Fuck him too.
And then you want me to wear a beard, full length beard too?
Full length beard. What is this to do? To ugly everybody up? The women can't do anything. They can't show their. Okay. So let's get to this. The women remain banned from going to school past the 6th grade. They cannot set foot on a university. And they were recently prohibited from raising their voices in public. Kind of like that one, actually.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Don't
Keep
like
that in control.
Don't like real mouthy in public. And then you're all like, when you say like relax, then they just get louder. Just kidding. I love women. That's why the Sharia law is a bunch of bullshit.
It is bullshit.
They're also not allowed to look at other men other than their husband or relatives. That would actually also be good for me because I can get very insecure if another handsome man is.
I actually, I felt really bad. I walked into a house for work the other day, appraised the house, and it was a Middle Eastern family. And I walk in the kitchen, and she was home. The wife was home, not dressed, and she tried so hard to jump behind the fridge.
Really?
Because it was against the religion for me to see her. And it was in her house. I felt so bad for her.
That's no way to live, and she shouldn't be subjugated like that. And we shouldn't be controlled by these religions that most of them are superstitions and they don't exist. They're not in faith. What kind of God wants you to live like that? Yeah. Seriously, and I hate messing on people's thoughts and beliefs, and I think some people do need religion, and it's good for them, and it comforts them, and it guides them. But some of these things, where it's based in subjugating other people, can fuck right off. What else is in the news?
All right. Sean P. Diddy Combs' music streams have increased 18.3%. Wow. Since his arrest and indictment on sex trafficking charges, was denied bail for his arrest on sex trafficking charges. I think I'm redundant there. Sorry, but...
His streams. He's making a lot more money after this.
That is so bad. I mean, his music's not that good to begin with. And now that he was like raping dudes, people want to listen to him more. Although I did listen to him at the gym the other day, but that was for the podcast. That was research purposes only.
Research podcast.
That's it.
Research purposes. Yeah, thanks to everyone for doing that. What a fine example for the world and our children.
So bad. Yeah, let's make him more money because he needs money for bail.
Yeah. So P. Diddy's charged with federal sex trafficking and racketeering. And the indictment, which details allegations dating back to 2008, accuses him of abusing, threatening, and coercing women for years to, quote-unquote, fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. So, yeah, just drunk with power, being an absolute scumbag.
Yeah.
And a lot of accusations with men and women that he raped them. I guess he was doing these group sex things. He was drugging guys. He said that one guy claims that he woke up from a stupor and P. Diddy was having sex with a woman right next to him. And he goes, I just did that to you too. Which, how did that guy not go like, we're having a fist fight?
I mean, if he just got roofied, maybe he's like, maybe I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
Maybe this didn't happen.
Well, I don't know what roofies do to you, you'd know. But I presume there's certain pains that don't go away just when you go like, oh yeah, I think I might have been roofied. Yeah. A lot of things coming out. Usher and Pink deleted their ex-Twitter accounts.
Yeah, all their posts are gone.
Usher said that he was hacked. I don't buy it. I mean, Usher lived with Diddy for a year.
Oh, he did?
When he was young.
I didn't know that.
Diddy produced his first album, and Usher was young, and then Usher kind of discovered Justin Bieber. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of rumors about Justin Bieber. I saw an interview with him. I feel really bad for him, actually. Yeah. And he goes, I don't want these things to happen to other young artists. He was talking about Billie Eilish. He goes, I don't want things to happen to her that happened to me because it was awful. And I was young and people took a lot of advantage of me. And there was some really, really bad things that happened. I want him to spill. I want them all to spill.
I wish he would.
I want them to say, look, Ashton Kutcher was there watching and smacking around his pickle the whole time. Like, these people need to be exposed. They take care of each other. They go to these things. LeBron saying no party like a Diddy party. I mean, everybody's trying to spin it politically and stuff. And, you know, you can't totally put that on, you know, fundraisers and everything. But yeah, you do associate with these bad people. Yeah. I thought it was weird that Jay-Z, like, you know, had a direct line to Obama. Jay-Z's a drug dealer.
Yeah.
You know,
that's how we started.
He you know, he admits it. Like, this was like, I was doing all this drug dealing, and he's probably selling old Sam Schaefer over here.
That's where I got my roofies.
But there's certain people that I don't think the politicians should associate with it. You can say that about Trump or Harris or any of them.
But you know, I think there's so much money.
Yeah,
that they just kind of forget about all that stuff, and it is both sides. It's not just like
that's the problem. Side. They get influence and money and from these people, but these people are Jeffrey Epstein, monster.
But he had so much money; he was making people famous. Nobody cared,
and
everybody cared, but everyone kept it quiet.
Yeah, and he was throwing parties and going, "Here, get this one and get that one." And why isn't that a bigger deal? Why isn't there a client list that came out? These people got prosecuted. Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein got prosecuted. Why aren't the people that were on that island that were accused of doing these things, why isn't that anything? Because no one cares, because there's too much money, they're too connected, and they don't care. So stop sending your children into harm's way. Yeah. It doesn't matter if they're, you know, a talented actor or singer or whatever, you got to keep an eye on them. You don't send them over to people's houses. You got to be parents.
No sleepovers, nothing like that. I'd avoid those.
Oh, God. I talk to all these parents all the time, and they're like, you know, we don't want to be judged, you know, if we don't do what our 6-year-old wants. And I'm just like, you have to stop this. This is insane. If they wanted to start smoking cigarettes or doing intravenous drugs, you'd say no. So stop doing all the crazy stuff.
Either stop it now or they're going to be on a Netflix documentary one day.
They're going to be in a Netflix documentary one day. Speaking of which, what else is in the news, Sam?
All right. The Netflix documentary Mr. McMahon premieres on Wednesday, September 25th.
I cannot wait. You and I cannot wait.
You know, this is a good example of like someone powerful getting taken down.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot wait.
So Vince came out a couple hours ago with this. Hold on, not Rachel here.
Hey, there's Rachel again.
Came out with this. There's the vulgar chair. Hold on. All right, can you read this, or is it too small?
I'll hear it. I don't regret participating in the Netflix documentary. The producers had an opportunity to tell an objective story about my life and the incredible business I built, which were equally filled with excitement, drama, fun, and fair amount of controversy and life lessons. Unfortunately, based on an early partial cut I've seen, this doc falls short and takes the predictable path of conflating the Mr. McMahon character with my true self, Vince. The title and promos alone make that evident. You want to keep going?
He basically, it goes on from there. Okay. He says, in an attempt to further their misleading account, the producers use a lawsuit based on an affair I ended as evidence that I am, in fact, Mr. McMahon. It almost seems like he's enjoying it. It's hard to tell if this is not...
Of all people that like bad publicity, he's one.
He's one.
He's one that eats it up. Because he just ratings. He gets ratings. All the bad publicity gets ratings for him.
He grew that creepy Waluigi mustache and everything. He knew things were coming out.
Yeah.
He's fine. I mean, we told the story that he was having this affair with this woman that worked for him. Mm-hmm. He was pimping her out to people that worked for her.
Yep.
He made her sleep with a lot of women while he was actively engaged. Threesomes, all this stuff. And then he defecated on one of the girls' heads. He defecated on her head.
I wish you were just saying that to talk trash, but it's
I'm not.
True.
He actually did it. It's in a lawsuit. It's in the public record.
That is so bad.
I do want to see this. I think Vince is one of the most interesting businessmen you'll ever see.
Absolutely.
He created something that takes over the world now. Mm-hmm. But boy, is he a flawed individual.
Yeah.
And he's done some weird things. He's made a lot of people very rich, but he's also used his wealth, power, and influence to degrade the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Bad choice of words. Hulk Hogan's in this. The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
They have to. Their careers are all because of him.
Yeah, but I wonder who's going to take the proverbial deuce on his head. Bret the Hitman Hart's in this, and nice. John Cena, among others. John Cena seems like a bit of an ass kiss to me.
I think so.
He's always kind of toeing the line, and I saw him do some apology video to China where he's like, "Sorry, China, I said something
I forgot about
that
that.
you don't like." Where? I'm sorry, was he not in The Patriot?
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch that movie. My boy Ray would watch that movie. My boy Ray might own that movie.
Really?
Yeah. He loves shit movies. You know who you are, Raymond. I hope some people are very honest with this. I'm waiting for like a big revelation. So Wednesday night, gotta watch.
I'm excited.
We're filming Wednesday night, and then I think I'm getting the popcorn out, buddy. You may have to stay.
Sleepover.
You may have to have a little sleepover that night. All right. Please follow us on X at Points Taken Pod. I really want, if anybody has somebody that wants to go on a blind date with Sammy, bring them on. We will talk. We will interview them. They will go to dinner. They will talk. Maybe they say there's nothing wrong with him. He just needs to kind of slow down and make time with his clothes on at places. Or, it's winter's coming. You're not going to the nudist camp.
No, that's true. Starting in about 3 weeks, I'll have my clothes on full time.
This is a good time to meet someone. Maybe settle down. Get a little, get a little fire. Get a little fire and passion going with someone lovely. And but there will be compromise. You may say there won't be. There will be. You're in your 40s. Things happen. So. And compromise is a good thing. It makes you grow. It makes you understand. It makes you empathetic.
I get it. I'm not saying compromise is bad. I just have been avoiding it my whole life.
Yeah, I know. And that's why we are where we are, Sam. I'm trying to help you. You asked for my help. I'm helping you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you for the Thursday show, and we will have a lot to talk about. We'll have another guest picker. I think King Randy's coming back.
Ooh, nice.
Got to defend his record. We'll talk about your brother's record. Spoiler alert, was not good.
Not good.
Not good. So Jackie is still on top of the leaderboard for another week. Congratulations, Jackie.
Oh, nice.
All right. And we will see you on the Thursday show. Thanks again for watching. See you soon.